Good?
We're recording.
Okay,
You're on.
great. Okay, so what we just want to do is, because this is really the heart and soul of this whole campaign is students. And every time we hear that, you know, a student has any kind of interest or involvement, it's a treasure for us, you know. And so we understand, Kaylyn, that you did something very special.
Yes.
And if you can just start off by announcing your name, saying your name and the school that you're from, and then just starting off with what got you interested in doing this project.
Okay. My name's Kaylyn Walsh, and I'm from Rocky Hill. And what started me interested?
Well, you know, you had to do special projects, or was it a special project that you had to choose from, or how did it come about that, you know, that you did? What was it, a seminar or something?
An exposition.
An exposition. Okay. So were you asked to choose a certain subject?
Well, yes. There was this huge list, and we could pick anything from it, or we could pick just anything that was really interesting that you thought would be a good topic for you. And I just scrolled down the list, and I just thought, wow, it'd be cool to do organ donation and transplant.
Was that on the list then?
Yes.
Okay.
It was right at the bottom.
Now, what was it about organ and tissue donation that, do you remember?
My old neighbor at my old house, he's dying of leukemia, and he needs a bone marrow transplant.
Oh, okay.
And I just thought, you know, because I used to play with him. He's only 4, I think, or 3, and he's just such a cute little boy, and to see that happen was just a shame, so thought it'd be cool.
How's he doing now?
Well, I'm not sure whether he got a match or not,
Yeah.
because his whole family was not a match for his bone marrow, so he had
Right,
to go on the
they had to go
donor list.
outside the family?
Yes,
And
and,
so he's on the registry right now?
Yes, and they're up in Boston right now. They don't really spend much time at home, but he's still dying, and it's really sad, so.
Oh, boy. And so, how did you prepare for this? Because this was, see, sometimes when I see kids doing things, sometimes they don't do it from a real, like this seemed like a little personal almost for you because it was a friend. How did you begin to put this together?
Well, I guess it just like popped into my mind, you know, because that little boy's sister was my little brother's best friend. We saw each other every day, you know. I would go over there, talk to the parents, talk to the little kid, and I just thought, you know, he just probably needs to have everyone know what, you know, it's good to have, or donate your organs, so.
So while you were putting this together, was there any things that you were finding out that you didn't know about organ?
I learned a lot about the procedure, and I didn't know that 16 to 17 people died a day waiting for a donor, and that really hit me. And like all the numbers, how many people die and how many people are on the donor list, was just incredible. So I just.
How do you think, you're 13 years old?
Yes.
How do you think students your age feel generally about organ and tissue donations?
Well, I don't think they really thought much about it until I had my exposition. But, you know, people came up to me and was like, yeah, that's totally right, you should be a donor, you know. And so I guess they get it too.
What do you think we should do? Like, because you said there's 17 people dying every day because they're not receiving these gifts. What do you think we need to do to fix that?
Well, I think you just need to show people what the outcome of not donating your organ can do. Because I know that when I gave my exposition, everyone was literally about to cry. I showed people that died, that didn't survive because of that, you know, and I showed a couple people that lived because they got an organ donation, so, yeah.
Is this your dad beside you?
Yes.
Yes.
do you want to say a few words? Like, how did you feel after knowing that she was doing this project?
I thought it was great because this was affecting our family. It was a friend that was close, and we've known others that have had burns on their bodies and had the skin grafts, and so it was something that was wonderful to see her take hold of and do it. She also interviewed somebody that went through the procedure.
Wow.
She did it on a PowerPoint, which if you want we could always send that to you.
We would love it. If you don't mind, we would love to have it.
But I do think that it's an awareness problem, as you've been saying. It's so easy to check a box and become a donor. And so I think it's great that she learned so much from it. And it's nice that it was touching close to home so she could understand what the odds were of this boy receiving some transplant. So I think we all learned a lot in it. And
what would you say to like other family, parents? Because it's a difficult subject to talk to your kids about. Like, it's not one of the easiest subjects to. What would you say to parents that will probably be watching this?
Well, it's something that you need to get educated about and understand. I think there's some religious aftertones, and maybe those need to be addressed a little more. But I think it's wonderful, and to understand, I didn't even know how many people off of one the body parts that can be used are quite a few. So I think more and more people, I'm hoping more people, and I don't know what the trend is today, but I think it's starting to get out. But school is a great place to educate, and
so do you believe that students should be educated about this?
I think it's the only way to continue to grow the donor list, to understand it, and to talk with your parents and religious advisors and get over any hurdles that you may have. Because it does, as you know, that it can save your life and continue a life on. And you have so many friends and relatives that all count on it, that once you get in and understand the significance of it, I think more people will join, and hopefully more lives will be saved.
What would you say, Kaylyn, to, there's going to be literally thousands of other students that are going to carry that torch after. We're still got another 150 cities to go in the U.S. and then 34 other countries. What do you want to say to those students that are going to carry the torch, besides to watch that they don't burn themselves?
Well, first off, keep it high, but not too high so you don't burn the trees. And just that it's a great thing what you're doing, because it's so important to have people aware of the situation that other people go through every day.
Do you have anything else that you want to say?
Well, there is one about religious things. All religions do approve of donating, which is the big thing. So if you say, oh, I can't donate because my religion doesn't approve of it, well, they do. So there should be more discussions at their local parishes and their local churches about that. Very good. Is that it? Yes.
Thank you. You were great, both of you.
Great job.
Great job. So now we're going to, if you don't mind, to get the recipient side of the story.
Oh, wow.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I have to figure it all out.
Are you comfortable doing it?
I'll be, I'll say whatever. I'm sure you're gonna black it all out. But
I don't think we will. But no, because basically it's always good to get this side, So if you don't mind introducing yourself and then mentioning the story, your story.
Okay. Well, my name is Patti Lovely, and my husband found out probably about 5 years ago that he needed a new liver, that his liver was going, and we went through all of the processes, and we got hooked up with some folks in Boston.